Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They go play action now. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. On first down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go. 120!
Check 45 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Man 5-7.
No.
They'll run on first down. Earl, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch.
74.
45 to Mike.
Now Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
41
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky, because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run. Robinson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They run the counter. Robinson. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run here with Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Scott Miller, 44 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Check. Flag.
Out.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Earl. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's the way. Begin. Hey, ram.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Tight end right. No. 3 down. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card week. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 88 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Deron Payne. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. Bang out, bang out. Bam, bam.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. We'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
45.
Hey, orbit.
To throw his Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, it's Waters. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Wentz on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by OBJ. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
That's a great 57.
Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on second down. Wentz, he finds his target, Beckham. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Go!
From the 30 on second down. Wentz, it's caught. Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 13. Check 13.
On second down now, it's Waters. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Squeeze, double, double.
Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 57 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a first down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. But look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Lefty, lefty. Check nine. Lynch 5-3, Lynch 5-3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Earl, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Go.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Earl. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
What's tight? What's tight?
Trey 15.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm